There have been instances of companies that sell sort of accessories and paraphernalia for shooters dabbling in politics. Well, this is about as unfortunate an example of that as I can remember. Torres Targets, based in Santa Monica, California, sells its products online as well, has a section on its website called Politically Incorrect Targets, from which it sells targets of several Democratic politicians that it says are proudly made and designed in the USA. Now, supposedly they make a Trump one too, but I wasn't able to find it. And the vast majority are the sorts of people that you think conservative gun owners would probably prefer to target. Like this one, you can see AOC with a hammer and sickle beret on her head. The advertisement says, fine tune your skills with this alternate reality target of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, a communist revolutionary. Look out, capitalists. AOC is on the hunt and ready to liberate your property from you. They also have, I believe, a pirate version of Ilhan Omar. So isn't that fun? You can purchase this, and then you can act out your fantasies of shooting Congresswoman Ilhan Omar. That's fun. Dr. Fauci, also, if you'd like to act out murdering a guy who's trying to stop you from dying of an illness, you can do that. And why not kids too? So Greta Thunberg, they have a target of her. And they acknowledge that she's young on their site, saying at Torres Targets, we waited until Greta Thunberg was 18 to exploit her. Unlike her parents, celebrities, and politicians, Greta Thunberg shooting targets are now available in all of their wealthy eco-doomer glory. So they apparently restrained themselves. They wanted to make one when she was less than 18, but they were willing to wait. And it must have been tough on all these gun owners desperately wanting to shoot Greta Thunberg, and we gotta wait a little bit. So what do you think about this, David? They are saying, by the way, maybe as a way to cover themselves, that these aren't those people. These are alternate reality versions of them. So I don't know, is it less awful?
I am just like shocked and horrified, and I would like to sort of meet who are the people who actually buy these targets, because I want to figure out some way to make sure that I stay 1,000 miles away from these nutcases, and that maybe we create some sort of registry or list of people who would actually fire a weapon at a depiction of a real person. I mean, think about it this way. Suppose we created video games where Ben Shapiro and Mitch McConnell and all those, and we can decapitate them in our video games. Would Republicans like that? Would conservatives be very happy about that? No, they would move immediately to stamp all sorts of warning levels and to defund these video games. It's the same thing. Have some shame, have some class, have some basic humanity. These are fellow human beings we're talking about. Don't teach people that it's okay to open fire at somebody who's a real human being. That's not okay.
Yeah, it's not. And saying that they're alternate reality versions doesn't make it less awful. The right wingers who are buying these aren't like, well, Greta Thunberg, I disagree with her politically, but she has every right to express herself. Alternate reality version? That's not how it works. They want to shoot Greta Thunberg and you're helping them act out their fantasy. So that's not a defense. And it's not a defense to have one of Trump that none of your customers are actually gonna buy. And I read the copy for it, by the way. It's basically mocking all of the criticism of Donald Trump. So look, are they allowed to do this? I don't know, probably. I would, as David pointed out, I would be a little bit uncomfortable knowing the sort of people who would actually purchase these, but we just cover this to let you know that there is a lot of simmering anger out there, desperation to act out on violence. Hopefully none of these people actually do. But are you gonna be shocked to find out if there's ever an assassination attempt against one of the people that we've shown you here, that when they search their house, there's a probably good chance that they're gonna find one of these Torres targets? So they can do what they want, but we can judge them for what they choose to do.
Yeah, and if they want to do what they want, this company that's producing these targets, okay, what if I took a facsimile of this company, of this business, found their address, got a nice picture of this business, and then, I don't know, suppose I had target practice where I blew them up or set Molotov cocktails and set them on fire. Or what if I stood on the sidewalk in front of their business and took pictures of their business and set it on fire? How would they feel? I imagine they would feel threatened. That's the kind of society, the coarsening of our society that these knuckleheads are creating. It's, just sell your targets with the normal bullseye. I'm sure there are plenty of gun owners out there that'll provide you with a profitable business. Don't go to this extreme. There's no integrity in all this.
Definitely, it's a great point. They wouldn't like it, and if you did it, I wouldn't like it either.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.